What's poppin', y'all? It's Friday. Y'all already know what I'm gonna tell them to cut that motherfucking check, bitch. So listen, y'all know I got a story to share with y'all, right? But I want to make sure y'all know to tune in to my live show every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. This Tuesday, I got a female by the name of Shanice. Me and her gonna sit down and have some girl talk and talk about a lot of stuff that's been going on online. And then after her, I got a real live motherfucking debate with one of the members, or he's a security member of the Yuruhu movement. Me and him kind of been knowing each other for a long time, so it's going to be a real serious debate because our conversations get heated, because some of his views, I ain't with it, and some of my views, he ain't with it. But you know, we're going to get it in, kind of empower the people, spread some knowledge. So listen, y'all, I got to tell y'all about this, right? So I had a homeboy that me and him ended up talking recently, and this just happened like a few days ago. He was basically venting to me about relationships and some of the stuff he'd been going through. And he had, like, I guess this one particular female that he'd been dealing with for a long time. And, you know, he want to, like, tie the knot and lock her down or whatever he was telling me. So he was just kind of explaining to me his scenario and stuff like that. And he do, like, dog raising. He, like, raised the pit bulls and stuff like that. So he got the dogs where he breed them. You know, the real pretty ones with the blue eyes and the gray coat. Like, he got a lot of nice bred pit bulls or whatever. So when he was explaining to me his scenario, I wanted to put it in terms that he can understand. So he was explaining to me how, you know, as long as he's around, you know, pretty much his household run good. The female do, you know, what he tell her to do, or do what he like for the most part. But when he ain't around is when shit hit the fan, right? So I explained to him, your problem is you picking your females and you in relationships trying to train and do like you do with these dogs. You picking your female and you like running your household the same way you run your dog breeding company. So he like, well, what you mean? So I'm like, you know how you get these dogs right and you train them. You train them to sit when you tell them to sit. You train them to go out and use the bathroom. You train them to fight. You train them to do whatever when, you know, somebody on your property that ain't supposed to be on there, all of this stuff, right? So he followed me because, of course, he can understand that this is what he do, right? So I'm explaining to him, you picking out females, and it's not just this one you explained to me, because you done told me about 2 or 3 other ones you done had, that the relationship end up the same kind of way. You picking females based off of looks, which is how you pick your dogs. You look at them when you see a litter of the puppies or whatever, and you picking out the strong ones. Them the ones you gonna keep, who coat look real good, eyes look good. Them the ones you know you gonna keep for yourself. Like, you looking through the litter, you getting rid of the ruts, and you keeping the ones that, you know, look like something, so you can rebreed them and do that. This how you been picking out your females. So you going and you finding females that look real nice, they shape cute, they, you know, the outside is well put together. And then you trying to train them to be what you want them to be. And see, this is what you don't understand. People are not animals. They're not dogs, so to speak. So you can't treat them how you treat your animals. So you can get a female and you can teach her what you like, teach her how you want your house ran, how you want your food cooked, how you want this done, how she's supposed to act in your presence and all. You can do all of this stuff, right, and build your castle or whatever. The problem comes in if that female not retaining and processing that information to be able to do that same stuff when you're not around. You ain't building yourself shit. That's like having a dog that when you around and you tell them to sick somebody when they on your property, or harming you, or trying to harm you, or broken your house, you got to say sick them for them to know to sick them. A dog like that can't do you nothing. That means if you ain't home and you ain't there to tell them to sick them and somebody breaking your house, that dog just gonna sit there and not do nothing and let the people burglarize your house. You want a dog that's on go and know to do that even when you ain't around. Same thing with relationships. You want a lady that know how to carry herself, know how to act, know how you like things, and can remember and process this stuff even when you're not around. So what you're not doing, you're not meeting people and getting to know them and then sharing with them what you like in relationships, how you want stuff run, and letting them process it, and then allowing them the chance to be able to implement that stuff on their own. Not because it's by your command. You got females around you and you commanding them like they fucking dogs. That shit not gonna work out in your favor at all. You wouldn't even want a dog like that. You want a dog that remember the fucking commands when you ain't around. You want a dog that know, let me go out this doggy door when I gotta pee, even when this nigga ain't here. If you got to be there to tell the dog to go outside, or you got to take him out every time he got to go to the bathroom, that's extra hassle. Same thing in relationships. But stop thinking that females are like these animals that you fucking training, because they're not. You have to let a female be them, Tell them what you like and what you don't like, and sit back and see if they can process that on their own. You can't hover over them and sit, jump, go, pay the bills, cook, clean, do this, do this. It's not supposed to be like that. Maybe it's like that with your dogs, but when it comes to a relationship, you got to stop that shit. And some people like that. Some of y'all is just like that with y'all motherfucking kids, with y'all family members. Y'all got the people around y'all to the point where y'all want everything to move at y'all command, and that's not how life works. Some of y'all raise y'all kids that same way to the point where your kids ain't around you, they can't fucking function. They can't think straight. They can't figure out what the fuck's going on unless you there to hold their fucking hand. This is why it's a lot of grown men and women that don't know how to function throughout life. Because y'all done raised them under the pretense like they're a fucking puppy or some shit. Life don't work like that. Let people be them. Give them the data. Let them process it and sit back and watch and see if they able to apply and implement that shit on their own. Damn.